inside him. He's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, back to Achane. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Now he's free at the 35. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Etienne. He showed some tough there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Travis Etienne. 5-yard touchdown. And the Bulls will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Gibbs going for the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left, and they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Gibbs. Now throw right side, taken in by the tight end Gray. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gibbs. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs over the middle, complete. That's Hill. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gibbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 6. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He's got a man, complete. Down the left sideline. And touchdown! A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bulls are able to explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Gibbs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Gibbs. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The final shot before break. Gibbs throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking to throw on second down. Gibbs. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down. Gibbs. Pressure comes and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Omaha's offense back out for another series. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. Gibbs. Open man is Waddle, complete. It'll go. They'll run for it with Achane. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll look to set up his blockers. Now here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Hernandez. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Achane gets it from the gun.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Looking to throw. Gibbs.
And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. And how about that? A gain of 15 there on 4th and 10.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing on 1st down. Gibbs gets this one to Hill. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
2nd and 9. And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So the Dolphins now down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 1:50 remaining. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs.
He'll dump this off to Achane.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Gibbs. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Dolphins are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hens team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they will take a knee here.
Let's go, 52.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
We're good.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights high.